everyone, welcome to Oral Question Part 5 series. In this session, we will explore one of the most powerful and widely used microcontroller, that is the PIC, along with the MPLAB. We will understand its architecture, feature, memory structure, communication interferences, and the software tools used to program it. You will also learn why MPLAB C18 is the essential compiler for the 8-bit PIC microcontroller and how it connects software with real hardware. So let's begin with the first question. What is the PIC 18F4520? Okay. What is the PIC? It is a 8-bit microcontroller from the microchip PIC18 family based on the enhanced RISC architecture. Okay. Then next second question, how many pins does PIC have? 40 pins. 40 pin DIP package include input output port, power pin and special function pins for the versatile interface. Question number 3. What type of architecture does PIC use? Hardware architecture. Program and data memory are separate, allowing the simultaneously access and fast instruction execution. Question number 4. What is the size of program memory in a PIC? 32 KB flash memory. This flash memory stores the program permanently and can be reprogrammed multiple times. Next question. How much data memory does PIC have? That is a 1536 byte. That means 1.5 KB of RAM. This is used for the temporary data storage, variable handling and the stack operation. Okay. Next question. How much EEPROM does PIC contain? That is a 256 byte of EEPROM. EEPROM is used to store non-volatile data like the calibration values or the setting that must be retained after the power off. Okay. Next question. How many input-output ports are available? 5 ports. Port A, Port B, Port C, Port D and Port E. Each port can be individually configured as input or output, allowing flexible hardware control. Okay. What is the operating value range of the PIC? That is a 2.0 volt to 5.5 volt. This make it suitable for the both low voltage battery power system and the 5 volt digital circuit also. Next question. What is the maximum operation frequency for the PIC? That is the 40 MHz. PIC's 18 series support high speed clock operation for the faster program execution. How many timers are available? 4 timers. Timer 0, timer 1, timer 2 and timer 3. Timer help in generating delays, measuring timing intervals and triggering the periodic task. Next question. How many interrupt sources does PIC have? That is up to the 18 interrupt sources. This allows the microcontroller to handle the multiple events simultaneously and the respond to hardware or software signal quickly. Okay. Next question. What is the size of the program counter? It's a 21 bit. 21 bit program counter can be addressed up to 2 megabyte of the program memory space. Okay. The next question. What is the width of the data bus? 8 bit. It is a 8 bit microcontroller. It processes data in a 8 bit chunks. What is the instruction word length in PIC? 16 bit per instruction. Each instruction in PIC 18 occupies the 16 bit, making it more efficient and powerful than 14 bit PIC 16. Okay, next, which communication interference are supported? USART, SPI and I2C. This protocol enables the data exchange with the sensor, modules and other microcontroller. What is the purpose of the ADC module in PIC? It converts the analog signal to digital signal from with the 10-bit resolution. Next question. How many ADC channels are available in PIC. 13 analog input channels are present. Multiple channels let the control handle several analog signal at once. What type of the oscillator operation are available? Internal RC oscillator and external crystal oscillator. The internal one is a convenient for basic use, and external crystal offer the higher accuracy. Next question. What is use of the CCP module? CCP means capture, compare, PWM function. These are the visual of the motor control, waveform generator and event timing. Next question. How many CCP modules are available? Two CCP modules available, and this allows simultaneously use in a different application like dual motor control. Next question. What is the function of the WDT watchdog timer? It resets the system if the power program hangs. WDT increases the system reliability by recovering from software failure. Next question. What is the purpose of the config bit? They set hardware level config like oscillator type, WT, code protection. This setting determines how the PIC behave on a startup. Next question. What is the purpose of LVP pin? LVP pins means low voltage program. It allows the programming the PIC without high voltage. Useful for the USB power system. Okay. Next question. What is the function of the MCLR pin? MCLR means master clear reset input pin. Used to reset microcontroller manually by or by externally circuitry. What tool is used to program PICkit 3 and PICkit 4? We are using PICkit 3. Next question. Which software is used to write and compile the program? MPLAB X IDE with XC8 compiler. Okay. Next question. What is the function of the stack in PIC? It stores the return address during the function call and interrupts. Next question. How many stack levels are there? 31 level. Deeper stack allow more nested function calls without the overflow. Next question. What is the main advantage of the PIC over the older PIC16 series? High speed, more memory and advanced peripheral. Next question. What is the application area of the PIC? Used in robotics, automation, sensor interference. What is the MPLAB C18? It is a C compiler developed by the microchip for the PIC18 microcontroller. What is the IDE used in the MPLAB C18 compiler? It is a MPLAB IDE. What version of the MPLAB C18 is commonly used in PIC? Version 3.45. What language does it use? C. What is the file extension for the source file? .c. What is the output file extension? .hex file. What is the purpose of the .hex file? It holds the final compile code for the microcontroller. Microcontroller execute the instruction from this file. What does the linker do? It is a combines object file and resolve memory address. Okay. Ensure all function and variable are correctly linked in the memory. Next question. What are the basic section of the C18 program? Header file, config bit, variable and main function. Which header file include the PIC in C18? Include P18F4520.h. What is the purpose of configuration bit in MPLAB C18? They set the device operation like oscillator type, watchdog type and code protection. They determine hardware behavior before the code execution. What are the configuration bit define the MPLAB C18 using hash PRAGMA config derivatives. Give the example of the configuration bit command. See here, this is the program configuration WT is equal to of oscillator HSC. What is the default oscillator frequency setting? 4 MHz. What is the main function of the C18 program? It is the entire point of the execution written as void main. How are the port defined the MPLAB C18? Using the register like TRISX for the direction of the port X and the LAT X for the data. What is the purpose of the TRIS register? It configures each pin input 1 or output 0. What is the purpose of the LAT register? It's a latch to output value digital output pin. What function introduces delay in the C18 program? Delay bracket. Which data type is used in 8-bit variable in MPLAB C18? Unsigned character. Which function is used to initialize the ADC module? Open ADC bracket. What function is used to initialize the serial communication? Open USART bracket. How is output written in the port in MPLAB C18? LATB is equal to 0 XFF. Set all port B pin high. How is input read from port in the MPLAB C18? Value is equal to port B. What type of the compiler? MPLAB cross compiler. What optimization level are supported in MPLAB MP-C18? Level 0 to 9. What is the purpose of MPLAB sim in the IDE? It's simulation code execution without the hardware. What hardware tool is commonly used in load the hex file to the PIC 18F4520, PICkit 3 and PICkit 4 programmer? What is the baud rate? 9600 bps. What is the MPLAB C18V 3.45 suitable for the PIC 18F4520? It fully supports all register, peripheral and configuration option for the devices. This is the oral question part 5. And that's our complete discussion on the PIC18F4520 microcontroller and MPLAB C18 compiler. You now know how it is a microcontroller work, how to configure it, and how to write and compile the program efficiently. These concepts are fundamental for the embedded design, whether it's automation, robotics, or any real world project. If you like it, share it, subscribe it, and like it. Thank you so much.